When he grew up, he started working with his father, but later he left and began traveling around the USA. He was greatly impressed by the scenes of the working slaves and he worked as a
I ain't gonna hold out neither. I'm gonna give it all to you, baby. Swear to God. Bust it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it, baby. If you
Damn! Eubanks looks so much bigger, significantly bigger. So this looks like it might be a short night right here, but was I wrong? Ben came to fight. And I like it because he throws that right hand just like his dad. Was throwing it, was catching him, buzzed him a few times. That little counter right that he throws, bad intentions. Credit to him because he did not fade as hard as he was throwing all his shots and winding up in all his shots. I was so surprised that he seemed to have the same amount of energy, power behind his shots, even going into the 12th round. What a well-conditioned young guy. And Eubanks, to his credit, I know he almost killed himself trying to make that weight. He seemed to find another gear in the middle round, settle down. When the adrenaline maybe simmered a little bit, had some moments, but then again, Ben came back. I think it was around the 10th. They were trading at such a high level consistently for so long is what you want to see in these fights.
Mario, out of these three, which fight intrigues you the most?
Teofimo and Arnold Barboza. I think Barboza is going in very confident. He looked great in his last fight, beating a tough competitor. Teofimo, you know how high I am on him as far as just natural talent, but you don't know what you're going to get sometimes. Hence, that's why I'm intrigued. Haney's going to have that would be the second, a very close second, because I think Haney's also got a lot to prove. Ramirez is tailor-made for him stylistic-wise, but you never know. And I think with Raleigh and Ryan, who looks a lot more disciplined. We haven't seen a lot of his colorful antics leading up to this fight. And he's coming across a lot more humble. But and he, should he box, I think have a very successful night. However, Raleigh it can crack, and he's a heavy-handed guy. And if you were to get into a slugfest, you sort of never know. So I like all these fights a lot. There was a point when horse racing and boxing were the biggest things in America, and much like boxing, horse racing will never die. Horse racing is the most expensive sport in the world.
Right.
Bob Baffert, the face of racing, does happen to be my neighbor. Great guy. He's coming back to the Derby after a couple-year hiatus. The stories I hear with these Saudi princes and their horses and the people and the studying fees and you go to a racetrack and you see all of society there. The degenerate gambler who doesn't pay his rent because he's betting it on the mush,
yeah,
to the guy in the suite that is the Fortune 500 CEO that is betting 100,000 a race over. You just see the full gamut. It really is the most exciting 2 minutes in sports.